Hi everyone, welcome back to Gorgeous Griff. Of course you know who I am. Oh! This week has been hotter than hell. Seriously. It's been absolutely mental. Let me know how you've been coping, because Lord knows I need some tricks and tips. I've got the fans on, I've got the windows open, I've got the icicles. You name it, I've got it. And I'm still sweating. Lordy Lord. So this week's video is gonna be a little journey of how I created a Vaporeon Pokemon inspired mask. And I was gonna do the video making and applying, but if I'm honest, it's too hot. It's absolutely too hot to sit here for a couple of hours, even at night time, and stick a mask onto my face. So I'm going to try and do it next week, and I'm really sorry, but I'll quickly show you on how I made the Vaporeon mask using the liquid latex and flour paste mixture that we talked about in the last video. So we're going to do that and show you how to do it, show you how to mix it all up and how to paint it. But it's all been filmed on my phone, so I'm sorry for the quality, but it should be fine. And if you've got any questions or anything like that, just drop me a comment in the comment box below and enjoy. So with this, the Vaporeon Fin, what I'm doing is I've just cut out a piece of paper and draw the design, put it in a plastic wallet, and I'll put this armature wire all the way around, just so it's got a little bit more secure. Now what I'm going to do is add some latex paste and hopefully join up all of these bits of wire together, and hopefully it should start looking like a fin. Right, now I've got my latex, I've got a bit of flour here, so I'm just going to scoop and pour maybe 3 chunks of flour in, then give that a stir. That's how you make your paste, and you want it that consistency. And then stir it. So now I've got the paste, and I've just done a border around the actual shape, and then poured normal latex just straight into the middle, just a very thin layer of latex, and then using a, what's this called, a sponge, just like feathered out the edges, so when it dries I'll have to peel these edges over to give it a more a smoother look. So I'm going to wait for that to dry before I do the next one, just in case it doesn't work, because I don't want to waste product. And fingers crossed, wish me luck. So what I've just done, this is the second one that I'm doing now. The first one came out okay, but I think it's probably going to be a little bit too heavy, so probably because of all the wire and the clay that I put on. But not to worry, because I'm doing another one now with the same guide, just with a little bit of garden string, just to give it that strength. And the same thing with the, what's this, the latex paste. And with the excess latex paste that I've got, I've put it in this mold here so I can get scales for when I do the bald cap and the triangle that Vaporeon has. Here's that triangle going onto the face. I'm going to do that in scales, so fingers crossed this works. So what I'm doing now, I'm going to start on the face. I've just put the some what's it called? It's a bit of clay on the lens here, and I've just positioned them how I want the eyes to go, because we're going to use these as Vaporeon's actual eyes. And mixed up some paste, some latex and flour paste, bit of Martha Stewart goodness. So I'm going to use this paste to almost create a border around and give it a shape to what I want the Vaporeon to look like. So I want this paste to be quite thick. So this is going to be a Vaporeon inspired makeup, not an actual Vaporeon. Or it might be an actual Vaporeon, who knows at this point. But now that I've got that quite a chunky paste, I'm just gonna splodge it on, almost filling in where the glasses are, where the lenses are even. And then bringing it, just shaping it, because it's got that arch, hasn't it, the arch, and then bringing that in and around. And same on this side, just smoothing it in and giving it that cat eye look. And you just want to spackle this on as much as you can, pretty much everywhere. And you want to get that secured down. It's pretty much secured. Now we can get some sculpting tools. Sponge, and I'm just popping it into the actual liquid latex and pushing and smoothing it down and giving it that skin texture, but also flattening it at the same time. And you can see the lens there moving. You just want to get that pushed down as flat as possible. See a bit of lens poking out there, so understand. Because you want these lenses to be as secure as possible. So when we demold this, they're going to be the most fragile part of the look, and we don't want them to pop out while we're painting or anything like that. So we're going to make sure that we cannot see any of the edges anywhere. And by doing this, you're almost creating an eye socket for this creature. You can do this style look for any alien or demon, anything like that you want to do it for. And I've just used an old pair of Gay Pride glasses, some rainbow glasses, to do this. Then getting that what's it called, the sponge, just again tapping ever so gently down and around. And looking back on it, I should have put some tape or something on the eyes just so when I peel off the latex later, it doesn't actually pop out or anything like that. So now that we've got that pretty much down, we can use some of the scales that we made, place them where we want. We've got that's quite sporadic and crazy, but again, as I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. You can have big ones and small ones, anywhere you want. And then what we'll do as well is I'll make some more of these and then add them to the board cap, a little bit like what we did for the Aries demon that we done before. So this is going to be our Cancerian creature, and then why not do Vaporeon, or a Vaporeon inspired look for a Cancerian creature. So I'm going to leave that to dry for the moment and see what it looks like when it's dried. So this is what I've done now. I've just put a base colour of aqua paints, Snazaroo aqua paints, on this, and I've just done some purple using the the Imagic cream paints just on the edges to make it a little bit more defined in that V here. So I'm just going to go back in and just basically just give it like a little mottled look to it, using some of the alcohol activated paints, some of the cream paints and some eyeshadows. So how is everyone holding up in this heat? I'm in Bristol and it's probably about 32 degrees at the moment, and I am not enjoying it at all. I do love the heat, to be fair. I do like the heat, but this is just a little bit too much. This goblin is sweaty in places I didn't even think that I could sweat. So I've got some scales here. I might just cut these off and place them up, which will probably be a better idea. So I'm just going to literally just rip them up and then just place, let's just place them like that, and then we can go over with them in green and the yellows. So getting a bit of latex on me now, so I've got to be careful. Pour that into your little container, sponge, and then just pop them on. And latex sticks to latex, so this shouldn't, he says, be much of a problem. Dry, and in this heat take too long because it is hotter than the devil's arse at the moment. Let's just seal that in. I'll just do a whole raft of a thin layer of latex, and that will just, one, seal in the paint, and two, help those scales blend in a little bit better. Just put a little bit here. Just marry it all up. So this now is the final product. So the heat's actually melted the latex to each other. This is how hot it is. So, right. So this is the Vaporeon Mask. So it looks a little bit dull and lifeless on here, but once we've got it on and all attached, where's once that's all on and all attached, and then my face is all blended and whatnot, it will look good, he says. He hopes. Probably, hopefully it will be a little bit better than that goblin that we did last week, because that was a little bit dodgy. Not gonna lie. Wasn't the best of my works. But again, this channel is all about me improving, you improving, me showing you what I know, some stuff I don't know. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna say that I'm like the most fantastic creative person out there, knows everything, but it's a journey, it's a learning experience. You know, sometimes we're gonna have good videos, sometimes we're gonna have bad videos, but you know, all you gotta do is just get out there, practice and try, you know. So positivity. Where's my glasses? Because I was blind. I've also woken up this past week deaf in one ear, so it's really in me off at the moment, because I just want to, I'm in so much pain with it, or not pain per se, but like just annoying, because everything just feels underwater and horrible. Anyways, I digress. So if you liked this and the making of, come and join me next week for the application. Go, if you like my little DIY videos and stuff like that, why don't you check out this playlist and you'll be able to see some more of my lovely work. And remember, don't be cute, be gorgeous, and I will see you next week when it's hopefully a little bit cooler. Bye!